Hi, Can here. I'm finally here with my Hobonichi order, little late in the game, and I know you've probably already seen dozens of these, but I just thought I'd go ahead and share this with you. I've slid it open, and that's all I've done, so I'm excited to get into this. Okay, hold on a minute. Let's back up and look at what I used in 2024, what worked, what didn't, and go from there. Hi, I'm here with all the Hobonichis that I've used for 2024, and I thought I'd just go over those real quick before I show you what I'm using for 2025, because that definitely plays into what I chose to purchase. And let's start with one that will be ongoing. It will carry over. I've got, I think, 2 more years to do in here. And it is my 5-year journal. Love this. I have some catching up to do in it right now. But what a treasure, to go back and be able to see what's happened the same day, for 3 years now. This is my 3rd year in this. And I have 2 more years to go. And this is just a cover that I picked up somewhere. It was like in a fair trade store. And it just happens to fit just perfectly. So sorry I cannot tell you where to get one of those. But it is an A6 size journal. But it needs to allow for being very chunky, and more so the longer you use it. So that's my 5-year journal, my Hobonichi A6 size 5-year, and it will be ongoing. I do hope in a couple years, 2026 I believe will be my last year in here, and so by 2027 I kind of hope to start another one, but we'll see. But for now, that will just carry over into 2025. Another thing that I did, an A6 size this year, the first portion of the year, and this is actually a 2023 one. So I did this all through in the A6. I've kept daily journal for, I think, a few years now. Well, actually probably 3.5 years. And I did it in the Cousin, and then I switched to A5, the Cousin Avec. Then I switched to this little A6 size, and I do really enjoy working in this size, and that would be my preference, is to continue doing that. However, I was having trouble keeping up with the daily, and so I already was using the Hobonichi Han, but not making use of the weekly pages. So I started doing my, my memory keeping in the weekly pages. So it just, gives a short little snippet for each day, but still kind of gets the job done and does my memory keeping for me. Very fun to go back and look at. So that, I think I will continue. It's a little bit, I still get behind, but it's a little bit more attainable for me at this point in my life. So I do plan to do that in the Hobonichi Cousin. I have really liked the Han. This was my first time to have one. It's just a Cousin with a hardcover is all it is. So I am going to go back to the Cousin. I did enjoy this. I do enjoy having the whole year in one book. That is nice. And so I think I will continue that for 2025. So in addition to, sometimes I make good use of the calendar pages, and since this is not really my planner, I didn't use this as for planning like I usually use a monthly page just for my scheduling, and I didn't need to do that in here, so I just kind of had fun with it in other ways, with various success. I didn't necessarily keep up with that. And then the daily pages I kind of treat as a commonplace journal, taking notes, sometimes sketches, journaling. I want to do better at doing, if I read a book, sometimes I wrote the notes or the quotes that I really liked down. Any little research I did went in here, and there's blank dates in here too, goals, just all kinds of stuff, just whatever I needed it to be. And I have enjoyed that and used that. Like I said, I have some times that's missing, but I pretty much always do sermon notes in here, and have some blank pages here and there too, but that's okay. I feel like I've made good enough use of this that I want to do that again. So again, that's more of a commonplace book than a planner, and memory keeping. It works well to use that in here too. So that I want to do again. And then the other thing that is similar, that's also the A5 size, is my work planner. And so this is not necessarily scheduling, but it is like planning videos, or when things are going to post, or what's going to be included in different months for my Patreon, or workshops that I do, making plans for those, taking notes on things, just whatever I need it to be. Now, I have used the Day Free for a couple years now to do this, and I've just decorated the cover here, and that has worked fine, but it's a little bit skimpy for me to get through a whole year, and I kind of like having the whole year together. For planning purposes, it's good for me to sit down and schedule things out for the year, and I feel like even though these are things like I put tabs on here to refer back to, I can still do that even if there's a date there. I can ignore the date if I want to, but yet if I want it as a date, like for my Patreon pages, or anything like that that is has specific dates, then I have that available. So I think that's a change that I'll make. This has been working well for me. And so I do think I will get the regular cousin to do the same thing in for 2025. Now I have made, this is one of my cover inserts that I've made with my own art. So this is a Hobonichi cover, which I've used several years, getting a little bit bedraggled, and it's got the clear plastic cover on cover, and that's a bit of washi tape on there. And then I have made inserts for the different sizes from my own artwork. So I've made them A6 size, a few different artworks, and I've made them also for the weeks. Here's one I have as a cover for the weeks. I have done those for a few years as well. I do enjoy them. I'm not sure I'm going to get them made this year. If you want to let me know otherwise, if you'd really like to have those, let me know and I will work on that. But as of right now, I probably won't be doing those. So then that brings us to the weeks, and I have this is my carry around everywhere with me scheduling master. I usually have a pen and the pen loop here. This cover is by Asian Vintage. It's a leather cover, and you see it's gotten all scuffed and patina and all kinds of things. It just gets better and better. I do enjoy it, and this is what I carry my weeks around in. And it's got a few little pockets here. I always have, all kinds of odds and ends that I stick in there. And then it does have, I could put other things in there. I usually just have my weeks in there in the pocket. And I do use the Weeks Mega because I use these back pages for all kinds of notes and different things on the go. this is my scheduling master. So I have my monthly pages. Sometimes I go back and, where I have leftover space, stick her in. That's really fun. I enjoy doing that. If I have time to do that, I do that. But otherwise, the main purpose of this is just practical purposes of, writing down appointments and specifically scheduled things. And then I do also make good use of the weekly pages. They're not always pretty. They're very, very functional for me, though. I, put the top priorities that are day specific over here, and I put the things that need to be done for the month over here. I have been kind of, I was working on my word for 2024 was balance. So I've kind of had different categories of life color coded, and so I have done a lot of like separating those out and making my lists for the different tasks that need to be done in those categories, just to kind of help me see where things fall. So sometimes like I separate them out here even though I didn't color code them. So been a very useful little book. I really like having the pages in the back, use them for all kinds of different things, and I do plan to continue using the weeks. I believe this is my 3rd or 4th year using the weeks as my primary scheduling planner, and have enjoyed that. Kind of getting the format of what works for me down in it. If there's features that I don't use, I just don't worry about it because I get good enough use out of all the rest of it. So definitely getting another weeks for 2025. So that's the, all 4 of these will be repeated, and this one I'll be using the same book in 2025. So these I will be purchasing a 2025 replacement for. This one, sadly for now, is going by the wayside. I hopefully someday will pick this back up again because I do really love these little, I love the little size. They're just so fun to go back and look at. And, maybe one day I'll be able to get back into this. But for now, it's going to be a different system. So, all right, back to the unboxing. I did not get a huge order this year because I'm getting better at knowing exactly, well, I think I am, what I want. So, just pull everything out of the box. Okay, so here's what I got. Let's see, where should we start? I'm not sure what's in the, so I have a few things here that are someone else's. So I'm going to just take those out first. I'm not sure why some are in this box and some are not, but it's not going to come off, so I'm just going to cut it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a minute and separate out the things that are not mine, so it doesn't spoil their fun, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so let's start with the most practical thing, which is the books. And we'll get this little box out of the way. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I've kind of figured out what's been working for me this year and what hasn't. So what I ended up getting is a Weeks Mega, and this is in the pistachio, and love these little planners. And this is my everyday master planner for personal work. Everything goes in this little book. So I went back to what I originally started using was the Hobonichi Cousin, and I went back to that. I didn't get the Avec this time, and this will replace, will be the 2025 version of my Hobonichi Han, which is basically a cousin with a hard back, but I kind of missed decorating. I forgot how thick these were. Decorating the cover. This is will be my weekly memory keeping, my monthly remains to be seen, perhaps jotting down things for my 5-year entry, and then daily it's kind of like a commonplace book. I might take church notes or book club notes, or quotes that I like, or doodles, or whatever in this. So that's kind of how I'm going to treat this. I'm not going to, other than with the weekly pages, I'm not going to load it up with stuff. And so I thought I didn't need the Avec. I like the Avec, except at the end of the year I kind of like having my whole book together as one book. So that's what prompted that. So that will replace this year's Hobonichi Han that I have used all year so far and enjoyed. And then I got another one, just identical, for my work planner, which I have been using the last couple years for, not so much for scheduling like events. That goes in my little week's planner. So just the same, and I will probably decorate these covers and get them set up and ready, but so I may just ignore the days, or I may use them, like, you know, depends. I did kind of miss, the day free does not have the weekly page, which I kind of missed, and I kind of like having the dates even though I may choose to ignore them. So I did opt to get, again, also this, the just went blank. The day free one isn't quite enough to get through a whole year, and so this way I've got a little more space, and again it will be nice to have everything in one book. So that's my plans for those in my book. And then this was kind of a splurge. I really liked it though, and I discovered that my sketchbook fits nicely in here, and there could be some advantages to that. One is it's kind of protected, and then, you know, there's the pockets inside to stick things into. If you're traveling, you can stick ephemera or whatever in here. So I'm not sure which one will be which. This one was my work journal cover in the past. I might make it be a travel journal. That seems fitting. But then this one would also work nice as a sketchbook cover too. It's really cute. I don't remember what this is called. It's some characters that I'm not familiar with, but they looked like something that you know, would come out of a sketchbook. So I thought that'd be cute. So I don't know, that might be my work planner. It might be a sketchbook cover. What I did forget to get was the plastic cover on cover, but I think I have an old one I can rob to put on here. So I got that. Fun cherry yellow. This inside is very fun. And it comes with a little cute thing. So I do like all the pockets in this. I think could be nice for a sketchbook. So you could put you know, 2 writing utensils or just one, either way, and then the loops. So I did get that, which I thought was fun. And then I love these folders just for organizing your little doodads in. Not opening these very pretty. So this has 2 different little folders in it. And I just like that they're the A5 size. So I didn't I didn't take a lot of time to look at what all there was, because I was mainly getting them for the function and not really, you know, worried about the design, but these are fine. And so I got those. This is the little pamphlet that comes with it. And then I got this because I really love the color. The Mega, for whatever reason, only come in plain colors. And but I do like the extra pages. Has a little pocket to stick somewhere in it. I usually stick it more up front, because I usually have this inside my binder, but I thought this would be pretty with this cover on it. Well, that's pretty, and that will look nice when I stick it in here. So I will probably start this, I believe November is when the December is when the month view starts. So I probably start it in December. The weekly pages start the last week of November. So I will be in that soon. Okay, now for the freebies. Got the little brochure things. Kind of interesting. And then I got 2 of the little free notebooks. I think those maybe come with a cousin. It'll be just a handy little notebook. And I got two different ones, which is nice. So I like that they're a little more useful than some of the gifts from previous years. And then little things. I got these little erasers, which I had not seen before, and I thought they were cute. Kohinoor brand. Look like they're magic pencils, I guess, all rainbowy. So we'll see how those are. That one would be really fun to stick into a little travel kit, though, nice and small. And then, of course, the free pens that come this year, very bright. They've been much more subtle in the more recent years, but these are very bright. But I do like these pens. They're very nice to have, and I enjoy having the different colors to color code things or draw attention to things. If I mark it red, that means it's urgent. I like the grip of them. They're just nice all-around pens, so it's always nice to get more of those. So that's my Hobonichi haul for 2025. And let me know what your plans are or what's worked for you. And I'll talk to you next time.